If you've ever opened your energy bill and felt your stomach drop, even though you swear you haven't changed a single habit, you are not imagining things. Homeowners across the country are watching their energy bills climb year after year, and the frustrating part is that this is happening even in homes that are clean, tidy, and seemingly well cared for. You change the furnace filter, you mow the lawn, you fix the leaky faucet the moment it starts dripping, and yet the bill keeps going up. Today, we're going to break down exactly why energy bills keep rising even in well-maintained homes, and more importantly, what you can actually do about it. The first thing to understand is that looking after a home on the surface is very different from looking after a home's energy systems. A well-maintained home usually means the lawn is mowed, the gutters are cleared, and nothing looks broken. But energy efficiency lives in places you can't see just by walking through your house. It lives inside your walls, under your attic insulation, behind your outlets, and deep inside the mechanical parts of your furnace and water heater. You can dust every surface in your home and still be losing a significant percentage of your heated or cooled air through gaps you didn't know existed. One of the biggest hidden culprits behind a rising energy bill is air leakage. Over time, the seals around windows, doors, and even electrical outlets shrink, crack, or shift as your house settles and the seasons change. These gaps are often too small to notice with the naked eye, but collectively, they can act like leaving a window cracked open all winter long. Your furnace or air conditioner works overtime, trying to compensate, running longer cycles just to keep the temperature steady. This is one of the biggest reasons your house feels cold, even with the heat on, and it's also one of the sneakiest reasons your electricity bill keeps creeping upward every single year. Insulation is another factor that quietly degrades without any visible sign of damage. Many homeowners assume that once insulation is installed, it works at the same level forever. In reality, insulation compresses, settles, and loses effectiveness over time, especially in attics, where it can shift due to moisture, pests, or simple gravity. A home that was properly insulated 10 or 15 years ago may now have thin spots or gaps that are silently letting heat escape in winter and letting heat pour in during summer. This is a textbook example of a home maintenance mistake that costs homeowners thousands over the years. Not because anyone did anything wrong, but because insulation isn't something most people think to check. Let's talk about your heating and cooling system, because this is where a huge portion of your energy bill actually comes from. Furnaces and air conditioners lose efficiency as they age, even with regular maintenance. A furnace that ran at 90% efficiency when it was new might be running significantly lower after a decade of use, simply due to wear on internal components. Dirty ductwork, worn-out blower motors, and small refrigerant leaks in your air conditioning system can all cause your equipment to work much harder than it should to produce the same results. Add to that clogged or aging air filters, and you have a system that's straining just to maintain the same comfort level you used to get for a fraction of the cost. This is exactly why understanding the truth about furnace filters and indoor air quality matters so much. A dirty filter doesn't just affect the air you breathe, it restricts airflow and forces your entire heating and cooling system to consume more energy just to push air through. Your water heater deserves its own spotlight here too, because it is one of the most overlooked appliances in the entire house. Water heaters are constantly running in the background, keeping water hot around the clock whether you're using it or not. As sediment builds up at the bottom of a tank over the years, it creates a barrier between the heating element and the water, forcing the unit to burn more energy to heat the same amount of water. This is a major reason why your water heater is quietly raising your energy bills without you ever suspecting it as the cause. A water heater that hasn't been flushed in years is working significantly harder than one that has been properly maintained, even if it looks perfectly fine from the outside. Now here's something most people don't think about at all: phantom energy use. Even when your appliances and electronics are turned off, many of them are still drawing power in standby mode. Televisions, gaming consoles, chargers, microwaves, and even coffee makers can quietly consume electricity 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, adding up to a surprising chunk of your monthly bill. This is one of those hidden signs that your energy consumption is happening in ways that have nothing to do with how well you maintain your home visually. It's happening in the background, invisible and easy to ignore, until you actually sit down and calculate how much these small draws add up to over a full year. Basement moisture is another factor that ties directly into rising energy costs, even though most people associate it purely with mold or structural concerns. A damp basement forces your home's humidity levels higher than they should be, and higher humidity makes your air conditioning system work harder to cool the space and keep it comfortable. Basement moisture problems and how to fix them isn't just about protecting your foundation. It's about protecting your energy efficiency as well. A drier basement means an air conditioning system that doesn't have to fight against excess humidity, which translates into real savings on your monthly bill. Then there's the issue of aging appliances in general. Refrigerators, washing machines, dryers, and dishwashers all lose efficiency as they get older, even with regular cleaning and basic care. A refrigerator that's 10 or 15 years old might be using significantly more electricity than a newer, energy-efficient model, simply because the compressor and insulation inside have worn down over time. This is where smart home upgrades that actually save money come into play. Replacing an aging appliance with an energy-efficient model isn't just about convenience. It's often one of the fastest ways to see a noticeable drop in your monthly electricity bill. Something else that's often overlooked is thermostat behavior. Many homeowners set their thermostat once and forget about it, running the same temperature all day long, regardless of whether anyone is home. This constant, unnecessary heating or cooling adds up significantly over the course of a month. Installing a smart thermostat that adjusts automatically based on your schedule is one of the simplest and most effective ways how to reduce your electricity bill without sacrificing comfort. These devices learn your patterns and reduce energy use during the hours when heating or cooling at full capacity simply isn't necessary. It's also worth mentioning that energy bills don't just rise because of what's happening inside your home. Utility rates themselves have been increasing steadily across many regions due to rising costs of fuel, electricity generation, and infrastructure maintenance on the utility company's side. This means that even a home operating at exactly the same efficiency level as 5 years ago could still see a higher bill, simply because the price per unit of energy has gone up. This is an important piece of the puzzle because it reminds us that not every increase is a reflection of something wrong with your home. Sometimes it's simply the cost of energy itself changing around you. That said, this doesn't mean homeowners are powerless. Understanding how to make your home more energy efficient starts with recognizing these hidden factors and addressing them one at a time. Scheduling a professional energy audit is one of the best first steps because it identifies exactly where your home is losing energy, whether that's through air leaks, insulation gaps, or inefficient appliances. From there, sealing drafts around windows and doors, upgrading insulation in the attic, flushing your water heater annually, and replacing old air filters regularly can all make a measurable difference without requiring a full renovation. Small daily habits matter too. Unplugging electronics when they're not in use, washing clothes in cold water when possible, using ceiling fans to assist your air conditioning rather than replace it, and keeping vents unblocked throughout your home are all simple ways how to reduce your electricity bill without sacrificing comfort. None of these changes require major investment, but together they can meaningfully offset the natural creep of rising energy costs. At the end of the day, a well-maintained home on the surface doesn't always mean a well-maintained home underneath. Energy efficiency is about what's happening behind your walls, inside your ductwork, and within your appliances, not just what's visible when you walk through the front door. Understanding why energy bills keep rising even in well-maintained homes is the first step toward taking back control. Once you know where to look, from insulation and air leaks to aging appliances and phantom power draws, you can start making targeted changes that actually bring your energy bill back down, instead of just watching it climb year after year. If this video helped you understand where your energy dollars are actually going, take a moment to think about which of these areas applies most to your own home. Chances are, at least one of these hidden factors is quietly adding to your monthly bill right now, and addressing it could be the easiest money you save all year.